It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons' versatile running back.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Alert! Alert!
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 40. 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go times because he can trust you being in the right.
Staff takes a look. We'll step aside.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Ready?
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Reload. Alert. Alert.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession.
Leading them out from Texas A&M at quarterback, Kellen Mond.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
This defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Algier will try to pick it up. But he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10 is Counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Here's Counter again.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Mon. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. McCaffrey on the counter. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Those scoring running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8.
Up the middle they go.
Monroe. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Hey, no, snap.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd, here's Allen.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And now this offense comes back.
Field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch.
Armand fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? Now the ball comes loose. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
All right, we needed that. God almighty. We definitely needed that.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up a throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to... An interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
Connor up the middle, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mond looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Mond. Got a man. It's London. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Back to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Deontay Hardy, his first touchdown on the year. Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time, and Carolina scores to cap it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll look to throw. Screen pass to Connor. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Come on.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 37.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A give running right is Connor.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition.
And he loses the football the second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. They'll go option on second down, right side. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And here now come the Falcons.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
On second down, Connor looking for space. 5 yards on first down, and just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, here's Mon. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Mon going to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14. A gain there of 21 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch.
Yeah, he's got 36 receiving yards, 6 rushing yards.
They run behind center with Connor, and he'll get about 3.
Oh, I'm sorry, 15.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home.
Yeah, all we need is a crease. So I'm not really too worried about the score. It's frustrating, but we got a good chance as long as I don't turn the ball over 45 times.
Now Youngway for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 116 yards on the ground for him so far. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not.
There we go. That's the stop we needed right there.
He goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mond out of the shotgun. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a handoff to Connor. At the 49-yard line. just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode. What defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 2nd and 2.
When you get big yards like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Handing it off, right side, Algier. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown,
Boom.
Atlanta.
There he is again.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Let's go.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Starting the drive with Algier. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Down. Ultra.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run the option left side. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the 1st down, and it slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ready?
They run the option on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The 40. The 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 10. And up to about the 20.
Yeah, pretty close to 50.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
On the handoff, Connor, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mon. He finds his man, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Yeah, that was not a fumble.
Was the knee in fact down?
No way.
The ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On the counter, it's Connor. Pretty move. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mon into the hands of London. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, here's Mon. He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Connor running right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it.
Why not again? I'm not going to overtime.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end.
You remember just a few drives ago, he only had like 15 yards rushing.
And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion.
Yeah, a lot of times I hear it's what it takes. Wearing the defense out. Eventually those big runs come.
Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons.
Yeah, for sure. That was a game ender.
throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up.
Oh, this is for the game.
We've seen some long field goals to win games, and they got to give their kicker a chance here. So it all rests.
This is for the game right here.
Jason Sanders. This from long, very long range.
Oh my God. Dude, we get lucky here.
And no good.
We got freaking lucky.
1-point game. Yeah.
Watch this. We were down by 17 in the third quarter. Let's go ahead and nail this one down. Jeez, this game was fun though. I'll say that. Get the high.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the
For sure. I think that was a definitive game in the season, actually. We would have lost there, gosh.
Because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that.
And again, you remember Connor, 15 yards, I think, in the third quarter, ended up over 100. And then the game-winning two-point conversion. Oh, man, it's a pretty awesome game. Yeah, for sure. And division game, too.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers,
all right, man. We'll catch you later. I'm going to get ready to go to work here. See you, buddy.